identifying different patterns, different situations, how we feel being stuck, continuing with it, and without me taking much time in explanation, let me go directly towards helping with the resolution. So, who would like to come on the platform? Hiral. Hiral, you have a question or you would like to come on the platform?
I would like to come on the platform.
Okay. Disha has been waiting. Disha, you're very slow with, pressing your finger.
Sorry, I'm just getting used to the whole coming on the platform thing.
Because
I
you're always the second and never the first. And you know that whoever presses the finger first get to do it.
yes,
Hiral,
yes.
is it okay if I take you tomorrow because she has been waiting for a long time?
No issues.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hiral.
So this is your learning for sure.
Absolutely.
Because like you know that very well. I waited till you come on the platform to switch it on. And in spite of that, the universe gives you an opportunity, but you still miss out on the opportunity sort of every time.
Yes.
You still did not press the button and you're still in your own space waiting that, okay, things will happen.
Yeah, I think I kind of trust universe a little too much. I'm like, okay, you know what has to come will come.
See, that is exactly is what has to come will come, but
Hmm.
that doesn't take away the
The effort.
action from you. Like, I mean, the action has to be you. Because even if
Correct.
you think, God will come and do, but that God is you. So till the time, probably, yeah, you don't take that action, things don't change. And taking action at the right time without thinking and procrastinating. And this is really not true when people say, oh, I thought like whatever is going to happen will happen. That when you are hungry, you go and take some food, no?
Hmm.
You go and breathe, no? You don't stop your breathing and say, whatever has to happen will happen. Whenever I want to drink the water, my body will quench the thirst. That doesn't happen. So we know how
Right.
to fulfill our everyday needs. Then why not the other aspect of life?
Correct. Got it.
Yeah. So tell me, Desha, what is it that you would like to work on?
So I've been for the last about 5 years or something. I've been in a place where I'm not able to take a concrete decision. Like I'm going through a phase where every time I am surrounded with lack of clarity. Actually, like I know I want something, but I don't know I want something. It's that kind of a phase where I'm just not able to get a clear mind, and it's been happening for quite a while. So that's just putting me down even more. The one aspect of life is not working too well, and then there is a spillover in the other aspects of life. So somehow, at thankfully there was a time which I've overcome where all the aspects of life were stuck, but it it miraculously worked. At least something got sorted, but there are a lot of things which I'm not able to decide if I want it or not. uh, I mean, I'll be honest. It's the marriage. I'm a little. It's superficially extremely happy marriage. No, uh, uh, no violence, nothing, like all happy hunky dory. But somewhere inside, I don't feel satisfied. Like it doesn't give me the happiness that I think I deserve, that I think I want. The incompleteness is just making it difficult, and because I'm in it for a long time, I'm not able to get out of it either. So it's both ways. I want to get out of it for a better life, but I'm scared, what if there's nothing better? Like what if this was the best and I'm just letting go of the best just for this craving of betterment. So it's just a very fixed place for me in my head.
And what about the third option? What if you make this out to be better for yourself and very good, in a very good
I
place.
don't I don't get that confidence that I want to make this better. Like I don't have the feeling that I want to make this better. Like something's just gone sort of a thing in my head. Like I don't feel like making it better.
I have the permission to scan you, Disha.
Yes.
Disha, the first thing, like what the divine guidance showed me was a lot of the conflict is based on what you have learned about marriage and understanding of marriage from what you have witnessed and seen the marriages of others, and not any thoughtful understanding of your own that you ever developed as a kid or as you were growing up. There are certain people who bring that clarity in their mind, as they're growing up about relationships. And there are certain people who are programmed from what they have seen in others. And that becomes a
Right.
yardstick for them that this is ideally how it should be or it should not be. It has a positive and negative both impact, and majority times, unfortunately, it is a negative impact because, especially in the setup of like if it is an Indian background, where women is being shown or seen as like I mean more submissive or more second thing, are you there? Yeah. The second
Yeah.
thing which creator very clearly explained was and I am not clear what I want to do. This creator said very clearly that, whenever there are expectations.
Yes. Sangeeta ji, your voice is breaking and your screen is frozen at times.
Yeah,
My voice is breaking.
Yeah,
I
screen is
lost
on
the second part.
Okay, I saw your screen getting frozen. So, uh, no clue. Like, it's proper internet and it is showing full internet connection.
Now it is fine. It in between it broke for a minute, like a few seconds.
Yeah. So the second thing what it showed, Disha, is, the lack of clarity, or when you say that, I'm neither motivated to work, and it is operating out of fear. What if this was the best and if I did not? But what if I should or I should not? Are like there are two reasons behind it. So one is to get this very clear that this happens when people are unhappy in any situation or in any relationship in life only when there are expectations which are not being fulfilled. Now the question is, when I have expectations, am I very verbal about it? Because if I say I demand, I automatically by default give right to the other person to demand as well. It is not one way traffic. Like, I cannot say that, oh, I expect this from my partner, but my partner shouldn't expect that from me. So whatever I demand, but the question is, why does she hesitate to demand? That's what it showed me. And I said, why does she hesitate to demand? Because probably you believe that, expecting from someone is wrong. Like if I expect something from someone, it is wrong. That is your belief. And the explanation
Yes.
was very beautiful because it said that especially in a relationship of marriage, where two partners give themselves 100%, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, like, that's the only relation you give your physical self also 100%. That's why we say in Theta, like what a lot of DNA exchange happens. So your self-worthiness comes actually with how much do you believe in that relationship, in yourself and the partner, when you can actually demand. So in other relationship, I cannot say the same equation applies, but here is one relationship in life where I, when I feel worthy of myself, then I will be at a place to be able to demand in that relationship. So
Okay.
allow yourself to feel worthy that, in that relationship, you're worthy of demanding. When there is a demand, the other person is more clear about the thought process in your mind, and there is a higher chance of expectations being fulfilled, and that bridge is being created. And by default, it is vice versa also, it starts happening, and there is a middle ground that two people can establish. So marriage is one thing, again, as technically we use, terms in hypnosis, emotional suggestible or physical suggestible. Like how people think, like one person operates more from their heart and one operates more from their logic. Even if there are both the people operating more out of their logic, but they are operating out of logic in different aspect of life. In some aspect, one is operating like nobody is, like they are exactly opposite, and that's why they attract. As a team, they make it very, very perfect. Our screen is again frozen, or my screen is frozen. Guys, can you see me and hear me?
Disha's screen is frozen.
No.
Shah's
Yeah.
screen is
Now
frozen.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can.
So as I explained, this is also a part of explanation we teach during our workshops. So it's that two people attract each other because they are opposite. So, and why they attract? Because what is missing in me, I always want that part, an aspect that will only attract me. What I have in abundance, that is like it's taken for granted. I'm not looking for it. But You know, what is missing in my life, if I see that in somebody else, I get attracted to that, oh, even I want to have this. So that is how, like, this is a relationship where people get attracted to each other for their opposites, but they expect the other person to be who they are, which is a disaster because that doesn't work, because you are as a team very, very perfect. It's like, you know, in a company, a sales department starts looking for the purchase and purchase starts looking for sales. Like, if both are focusing on themselves together, they're like very complete, because one has the mastery in buying it at a very good price and one has the mastery to selling it at a very good price. And when they respect each other, they work as a team very, very well. So that middle ground and that understanding, mutual understanding in a relationship, and not wanting the other partner to be like them, respecting and honoring, and to be able to see their qualities, our own qualities, our own things which are lacking in us, and, you know, which are lacking in them, and to know that together we are fine, like, you know, we are very, very perfect. But your point was that self-worthiness comes from demanding in a relationship. Your marriage is not anyone else's marriage, it is your marriage, it is different, and it is what you will create. It is fine what the normal terminology is to expect. So that is bringing the clarity of what are my thumb rules in our relationships, that this is what, you know, I mean, like, say for example, I'm not talking about your marriage. In a marriage, whether a person wants a partner to have a monogamy gene and be loyal, the loyalty is a very important part. For somebody, being friends with each other is very important part. For somebody, only probably money is important part. For somebody, looks is important part. For somebody, education is important part. But till they themselves do not know, like, I have to go in the market and I'm dissatisfied till I don't know what I want. If I have seen this pen and then I say, no, but I want exactly this pen, it becomes easier for other, and I'm very happy when I get it. But I go for this in my mind, and then they give me a 5 rupee pen and I say, but no, 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 this is like plasticky. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, no, 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 this is so red in color. Oh, no, 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 this is so thick. Oh, no, 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 this is so blinky. But then you tell me what is it that you want. It's the same thing, right? So then first I work on myself and say, what exactly do I want? And like, okay, fine. Then next step I do is I go and say, this is what exactly I want. So I demand. So demand. Make again, Disha's screen is frozen.
I will do again.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Disha? Because your screen is frozen.
Okay. Yes, now I can.
Now you can. Yeah, because I think we lost you.
Yeah, I changed my network from Wi-Fi, so hopefully this is better.
Okay. Is this clear to you? Because I am explaining it to you, because that mindfulness should be there. I will do the downloads, but that mindfulness needs to be there when you are operating in your life.
Right.
And that will automatically make you feel quite worthy of your own self. Starts bringing a like lot of shift in within yourself and in your relationship.
Okay. No, this is clear.
Yeah. And then probably you will start seeing the shift in the relationship itself. So where ideally your goal should be not just to bring the equilibrium, but it is to enjoy the relationship to the most.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and then that is like when I say enjoy to, the thumb rule in marriage is that, you know, two people having difference of opinion is absolutely acceptable.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make it incomplete, that makes it more complete. And like, it's okay. People don't have to be identically like the one, or like what we call a twin flame. We don't want that.
Yeah.
You want person to have their own identity and their way, but you still love that person for who they are, and they still love you for who you are. And being able to enjoy, laugh it out during the time of those differences, and or in Hindi what we say that you are enjoying that khatti mithi
Right.
arguments, and that time certain arguments which you do not know how to handle, you are guided how to handle it in a better way, and
Right.
to make it something in a very lighter note rather than like a stress and a tension. Yeah, the young and you are here to like enjoy and make it the most beautiful relationship for you. Yeah. So do I have the permission to download? So whoever wants the downloads while I'm working on Disha, you please say yes in your mind. Apart from that, as I said, we do like majorly here I'll be doing like the belief work and the downloads. Probably sometimes we do some other tools of the theta. The belief work is something which I can't visualize for all of you. So whoever has learned theta, please visualize it for yourself if you feel that the same belief applies to you. And the downloads is something which I can do for all of you. And any other aspect, there are times it comes from a free floating memory, or I'm clearing a vow or something taken. Then again, whoever has learned theta, please visualize it for yourself if you feel it resonates to you and it applies to you. Even if you have not done the muscle testing, like, just allow yourself to be clear from it, because when I work at a good speed. So probably you may not have time to do muscle testing, but and during the downloads, when I say to have the permission to instill these feelings, if it is something which is making sense for you in your life, please say yes. So I will be like downloading it for all. Yeah. So first, do I have the permission to pull, cancel, and send to God's light the belief in you that expectations are bad, or expecting from somebody, or expecting from myself, expecting from God is bad, be cleared, cancelled at all the four level of your beliefs, and to be resolved at the history and genetic level, and to be replaced with I understand expectations through creator's definition and perspective, and I allow myself to operate with the clarity, and I'm clear about it without being guilty about it into you now. Can I?
Yes.
So do I have the permission to download and instill the feelings into each one that I know what it feels like to allow myself to establish the clarity in my life about the term expectation? I know when to expect, when not to expect. I know it is safe for me to expect from myself or somebody else without burdening myself or without burdening someone else.
Yes.
I know what it feels like to have the ultimate goal of having a very peaceful and a beautiful relationship vibrating with the faith and the trust and the love for the self and for the other and with each other in a relationship, without getting stuck in the brain candy and without questioning the self for every aspect of the life. I understand what it feels like to feel worthy and understand self-worth through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. I know what it feels like to feel worthy enough to know what I'm worthy of and what I can demand, and that it is safe for me to demand from my own self from my potential. It is safe for me to demand from the divine. It is safe for me to demand from my partner, and it is safe for me to demand from others. I know what it feels like to understand when people demand from me through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane or creator of all that is. And I understand what it feels like to be reasonable in a relationship and to have the difference of opinion in any relationship dynamic is acceptable. I understand how to deal with different opinion and confrontation through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. I am complete and whole, and I understand being complete and whole through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. I operate with completion and I move towards the completion in every dynamics of my life and in every aspects of my life through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. I understand clarity through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. I know what it feels like to clearly understand my strengths and my weaknesses and to accept myself in totality from my strengths and my weaknesses and choose to operate from my strengths and yet be determined to work on improvising on my weaknesses. I have the clarity in every aspect of my life and I choose to show that and demonstrate that through my actions and that it is completely safe and possible. And I know how to do that with ease and grace. I am deserving of a very happy marriage, and I understand the union of two divine, compatible souls in a relationship of being partners in establishing the most compatible soulmate relationship dynamics amongst them through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. I know how to create that in my relationship and in my marriage. I know it is safe for me and it is possible. I'm deserving to have a very happy marriage. And I'm deserving to be happy in my marriage. I understand it through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. Without holding on the imprints of the other marriages as a role model and to understand the difference between other people's marriages and my own marriage, and I am the creator of my reality. I understand the concept through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. And I choose to operate with the same into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the full level of your beliefs. For each one's highest and best, and the highest and best possible way for each one. Into the language that your mind has ever heard, understood, and it is easy to understand and absorb. For each one who says yes now and later while watching the video, for each one's highest and best of the highest and best possible way for each one now. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Disha, would you like to have this download?
Yes.
Thank you. And all the others also can say yes if they wish to have. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that life is fun, life is joy? Through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is now, and you know how to establish this into your life. It is safe, it is possible. You choose to live our daily life with it, and life is fun. My life is fun. Life is beautiful, and life is a lot of joy and happiness. Have the permission to instill these feelings into everyone who says yes now in the best possible way for each one. Yes, Disha?
Yes.
Thank you. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to each one present here. Yeah. So, Disha, the last message what I got for you from Creative was to tell you that imperfect is perfect.
Okay.
So, because what future I saw for you was you were still struggling. Am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong? But it's not about doing right and wrong. It's about enjoying the moment while doing it. Does not matter whether I'm doing right or wrong. If I do it wrong, I learn from it, and then next time I do it in a different way. So just to know that being imperfect is completely perfect. So just let go of that tension and as if it's a stone and throw it in the dustbin and start enjoying every moment of life. Like it is like, how people go and want to eat gola and they're like, is it, Arey, this is so wrong. It's so wrong to have pizza. It's so wrong to have this. It's so wrong to have that. You want to have that. You are going that. Like enjoy. When the body is satisfied, it automatically releases the need for to have all these cravings in life. Automatically, you just feel good with something else.
Yeah.
So it's a phase, and so just keep one line written on your wall and just write it down. Imperfect is perfect. And one intent that I enjoy every moment of my life. So just start enjoying every moment of your life. So how do you feel right now, Disha?
Very light.
Yeah. So wishing you really, really a very, very joyful, very happy life. And
Thank you.
without thinking whether it's right and wrong, just take this step. Only when you get into it, then probably you understand it. Without me doing it, how do I know whether it is a right thing for me or a wrong thing for me? And don't worry, our angel guides, our spirit guides, our higher self are always there to guide us. So leave it to them. Your job is to take the next step in life. And
Okay.
anything which is new is always little fear, little anxiety. It is okay. Take the next step and enjoy it to the fullest.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you all. Thank you very much. Hiral, I'll take you tomorrow for sure. And thank you so much. Lots of gratitude, lots of love to you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.